I think support groups with anything are very important. And we talk about it a lot of times with addiction. Can you talk about carbohydrate addiction? You really believe that you can get addicted to carbohydrates, correct?
Absolutely. I didn't believe it until I realized that I was in the throes of the addiction. It was one of those things that you said, how can I be addicted to something like food? How can I be addicted? And I realized it wasn't so much the moment of like sitting there and eating it. It was the high that my body got off of whether it was the sugar or the enjoyment of taking in the food that I was eating. There was a physical high that I got off of it. Didn't realize it until I stepped back from it and said, whoa, what's going on? But then I also remember before I started my journey, I would be upset about something and I would go to Jack in the Box and I would buy tacos and I would sit in the parking lot and I would eat in my car where nobody could see me. And I thought, wow, that's not very smart either. If I'm hiding this from my family, there's something more going on there. More of an addiction, how when people are addicted to things, they try to hide it.
Right,
And it,
right.
it was this it was the same concept for me. I would try to hide the food or how I felt about it. There was one time I was even sleepwalking and eating, and I would yell at my kids about leaving food on the counter. It was me who was sleepwalking and eating granola bars in the middle of the night. I guess I got a high off of them or something. I don't
Wow.
know. I know, it was crazy.
Now, do you still have those cravings?
Absolutely not. And that was the first thing that really shifted for me was the cravings stopped. It probably took a good 6 weeks for the sugar cravings to stop. But my poison wasn't so much sugar; it was chips and salty foods, which turn into sugar in your body. Your body doesn't know the difference between a cookie and a bag of Doritos. Really, when it processes it, it's all junk.
And it breaks it all down in the same junk. I mean, that's really what it does.
But I didn't realize that. I just did. I thought, sugars and pastries were different than chips and salsa. And it's really not. It all comes down to the same thing. And then fruit, the same thing. I like fruit, but I also realize we're not meant to eat it year round. It's meant to be there during the summer months to fatten you up for the leaner times, and moderation for those types of things are very important because your body doesn't process it different. It just processes it.
Well, and that's one of the things that, our modern day food system, whether it be refrigeration or whether it be transport, like you say, 100 years ago, you couldn't get watermelon in January.
Right?
You probably couldn't get bananas in January, but now you can get anything you want year
24/7.
round.